Hello everyone, welcome back to the MCFC Lads Podcast. This is episode 5. We're now in the United States of America. We've been in America, 3 days?
Yeah, we're in Philadelphia now. We've just been to the game.
Yeah, we just got back, literally just got back. You can probably see my hair's wet. You can probably see Alex looks like he's been sweating because we were sweating.
Wow. It was tough.
Tough at the game. First half, we were sat. They were so federal. The stadium was half empty. They were so federal about where you had to sit. We were just trying to sit in some better
behind
seats
the goals, where most of the City fans that we thought were going to be there.
And it was so funny because we saw this guy at half time. We basically got moved on. They were like, "You're not sitting here." I was like, "Whatever." So she walks up and follows us, and this guy was like, "Oh, we saw you got ejected." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." But yeah, we sat in the sun, blazing hot sun, the first half. Second half, we moved into the shade. What did you make of the game?
The game was underwhelming on the whole. We weren't great, but we did enough. And ultimately, at the start, that's all that matters. We were saying earlier, it's sort of like, it is technically pre-season for the team in terms of it's their first game back since the end of the season, and they won the game without conceding a goal.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game at all. It wasn't that entertaining. Spoke to a load of nice American fans, City fans out there. There's quite a lot of them. The stadium itself was sort of exactly how I imagined it.
Yeah, it was very
huge
sort of
stands,
American.
Sort of half full, wasn't it? The bottom tier was mainly full. There's a few tiers short. It's a lot of a better attendance though
than a lot of
the other ones.
Yeah,
we've seen some really low ones.
Like Chelsea the other day in Atlanta, where we're playing next, they were very empty. Yeah. The Sundowns game in Orlando yesterday, that had I think that's something like 200 people or something crazy like that.
Yeah, but obviously Juventus, I imagine, will be Al Ain. We've got Al Ain.
Yes.
And then we've basically got Juventus to win the group, hopefully. But yeah, the Wydad fans were pretty cool.
Impressive. They had
load of flares. The game got stopped because they threw flares on the pitch. But in terms of Philadelphia, this is being recorded right after the game, so it'll be uploaded UK time. This will be going out the day after the game.
Yeah, the morning after the game, hopefully.
Morning after the game. Tonight, so pretty much when it's uploaded, actually, we might be out. I don't know. We're going to go out in Philadelphia, see all the supporters clubs. There's loads of City fans going out. But up to now, America, Alex, how have you found it?
It's been good. We got to New York on Sunday. A lot of you will have seen the video that you posted of our journey here. We got here for 130 quid or whatever. Yeah. Stopped over in Reykjavik for 8 hours.
It was a groggy experience.
23 hours of travelling, I want to say.
Yeah.
To get to New York. We had 2 days in New York. We had a nice little night out in New York, which was interesting.
Yeah, very decent. The worst thing for me is that it was my birthday the day before we flew out, so I literally had 1 hour sleep because we had to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I had 1 hour sleep because I just couldn't sleep. I had 1 hour sleep. Woke up at 3, and then you've then got a 24-hour day with no sleep. The time zone adjustment, I was absolutely shattered. But got a bit of sleep on the first night, bit on the second, and then I'm a bit tired now, but we're sort of adjusting now.
We are sort of adjusting. We got to Philadelphia yesterday, really. We got the train. The train's here pretty decent, to be fair. Getting the train again to Washington.
Food though, how expensive is food in this country?
It's just crazy. Wow. It's a big old shock when...
We're talking New York. What was I doing? I've scrounged a few nuts off Five Guys. Yeah. Anyone out here in America, free nuts in Five Guys. Yeah. Amongst other tricks as well that we won't go into.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the food is crazy expensive. The living costs out here are crazy expensive, and in the stadium, we'll get onto the stadium now.
Wow.
I have never seen anything like it. Genuinely.
We got there was a stand, and we all wanted to
You'll
walk.
see if you want to see a full list. Go on Luke Stanley03 on Twitter, and I've tweeted it out, the picture. Unbelievable.
But obviously we were saying before, it was roasting the stadium today. It was 30 degrees or whatever.
It said feels like 37.
And so we were like, we have to
have a
get
shower when I got in. You've been sweating as well. That's why I look like I've just crawled out the shower, because I have, quite literally. Nice cold shower.
And then we got to the ground, we all went to get water. $10 for water.
$10
Not even
water.
A proper water either, we're talking
and for those in the UK, a pint of beer was $21. It's not even a pint.
It was a can, wasn't it?
They did cans and pints. It might have been a can. But no, I think the cans were $17.50.
Oh, right, that makes it all
and
okay.
And it's $21 for a pint of beer. And even worse, American pints are only 80% as big as UK pints. That's just the measurement they have. Yeah. So you're basically, in an actual per pint, if you want to compare it to, let's say, when you go to Villa away and you might be paying £6 for a beer, it's in pounds for starters, $21 is about £16, £15,
Yeah.
and it's not even a pint. So you're talking £18, £19 a pint.
We spoke to someone that was next to us in the
Outrageous.
first half. He got 2 waters and 2 pints. It cost him $64.
$64 for that.
Like,
that's our ticket cost.
Yeah,
In fact, double that, and it's how much it cost us to get here.
yeah. To get
Outrageous.
from America, with UK to America.
Absolutely outrageous. But yeah, I mean, it was an experience. I think the next game might be a bit dead as well.
I think it'll be the same up until the Juve
Yeah.
game, and the knockouts it should gradually get better. I mean, this match.
It's just the culture in this
Exactly.
country. We've seen. It's crazy for us seeing Arsenal, Newcastle United, West Brom shirts in
and about
in the
our
City
end,
game.
yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah, I think it's just a cultural thing. They'll adjust to it.
It's also got to remember it's midday on a work day for them.
midday.
So-
I even forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's midday. The kickoff in the UK was 7. It was 5 p.m.
5 p.m. It's a good time for UK. but-
midday
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah, I mean, people saying
People had to get time off work just to go to the
There was a
game.
tailgate apparently before in the parking lot, which is what they do over here, and they were saying they got there at 9 a.m. Like that's just crazy for a kickoff.
Absolutely crazy.
But
yeah, we've seen a few sort of the Manc Blues out here, the English City fans.
we have. There's been a decent number, to be fair.
Chatted to a fair few of them, but yeah, it's very, very different to watching watching football in the UK.
Different culture.
Even at the start of the game, they're walking the players out one by one. I'm sure everyone was seeing that on TV.
Yeah, it's just
They're
different.
announcing everything like it's like the biggest penalty in the history
Yeah.
of the game, and it's just like a throw in. That red card, we'll get into the game. That red card, what was that about?
It's just not a red card.
No,
I mean,
right.
we were watching it and we didn't. Like I said, it's a red card, and just no one in the stadium reacted because it was just like it was a tackle. The guy got hurt, fair enough. But we were like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. And it comes up on the screens. Rico Lewis has been sent off, and everyone's just like,
We were
what?
like, what is going on there?
And then we've
he
seen the
literally
replays,
slides, gets
it's
the
just-
ball, and then like bumps into him. But yeah, that was not a red card. But the new
Never.
signings, Reinders, looks good.
He was unbelievable today. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter gassed up. It's obviously hard to judge because the level of the team played today was not great at all.
No.
They weren't great. We also were playing at probably 50% of what we're capable,
Yeah.
but
Vitor Reese likes that. Again, minutes,
Yeah,
which is good.
But Ryan did look a level above everyone else, which is great to see. He looks very, very calm on the ball. I saw a comparison from someone on Twitter saying he's like Nunez in terms of physical ability, but he's also got the technical ability of like a Rodri, and that's a very, very good trait to have. We also saw Rodri today.
Yeah.
He was a bit rusty at times, but there was that one time when he got the ball, gave it straight through to
what a
Haaland.
pass to Haaland. Haaland's got to score that.
Yeah, exactly.
Chance.
It was a glimpse of sort of what Rodri can
Yeah.
be next season when he gets back to full
Yeah.
fitness, and that'll be a new signing in itself. But
Yeah, but 2-0, we'll take that all day. Like we said, just experience in America. I'll overlay actually. I'll take a video now, and we'll just overlay now. You'll be hearing just like you'll see in either. If you're watching if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify,
yeah,
we'll just video now. This is the setup we've got.
it's a very makeshift
It's
set.
very, very makeshift for this podcast, but
Got to do what you got to do.
yeah, Airbnb is nice if anyone's interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're leaving here tomorrow. I think we should probably go on to what our plans are for next week, to be fair.
yeah, go on.
So we leave tomorrow. Get the train to Washington. It'll be good to go and check that out. We're there
Yeah.
for 2 days. And then
Visit Donald Trump.
yeah, of course.
Give
And
him
then
a
we'll
call.
fly over to Atlanta for the game and get the night before.
Yeah.
I believe someone said today there's something going on in Atlanta the night before the game.
Oh yeah, we speak.
Or maybe the day of the game, I can't remember.
What's strange is trying to differentiate between the types of fans over here, because obviously we know you've got like a proper hardcore City fan base, right?
Yeah.
In England, we know that there's fans across Europe that are really big fans. We know
Yeah.
there's fans in America that are really
Yeah.
big fans. But it's obviously difficult for us to try and differentiate between the American fans that are like really into City,
Yeah.
proper fans,
The ones that just
and the
sort of
American fans are just sort of there because City are in town. And like,
Yeah, they don't really
so we
care.
speak to one guy and he's like proper up for it. He knows everything about City possible.
Yeah.
Great, fair play to him. And then the next guy I speak to is just
Asking
some
who Ryan
random
Cherky
guy,
is,
and
and
he's
it's
like, "Who's
like-
that?" And it's like, "We just signed Cherky." I don't
Yeah.
know who that is, or like calls us Manchester, and it's like it's hard to differentiate between
Yeah.
those two types of people. But there's loads of even just non-City fans. We've been speaking to
Yeah, speaking
loads
to
of
loads of
Americans,
different people, haven't we?
Seem to love the English people. But yeah, it's been a mad experience up to now. And we're only 10% of the way in.
Right, exactly. We've
to
only
the trip.
We've
which is
only
crazy.
ticked off New York. We've got to go back to New York at the end of the trip
Yeah,
for the potentially quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. Even if not, we'll be there anyway.
yeah.
Um,
So moving on a little bit, what do you make of the captaincy change? Bernardo Silva is now the captain of Manchester City.
it's good to see. First time ever that Pep's chosen the captains,
Yeah.
which is interesting. He said he wasn't happy with what happened last year, which is fair enough. It was all a bit of a mess of everyone.
Well, obviously there's been a lot of coaching stuff change. We've seen
Yeah.
Pep Linders come in, Colo Torres in there temporarily. We've got that guy from Liverpool, James French, I believe he's called. But there's been a lot of changes, obviously, on and off the pitch.
Yeah.
A new captain in Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, interesting what he can do. I mean, there's a quote from Vinny from a few years ago where he said he was 75% clown, 25% leader. And he said if he can just get rid of that clown side, he will be captain for Manchester City one day, and now he is.
Yeah.
And fair enough, he's loyal, he's reliable, he's a good guy to have around the team, and he's someone that trusts his captain.
There's a lot of disrespect on social media and stuff, and I know that doesn't represent the proper fans out there a lot of the time. But Bernardo, for me, signed in 2017, and he's an unbelievable player. I think he's very consistent. Last season wasn't that good,
but it wasn't good for anyone.
But no one was good. Do you know what I mean? No one was good last season, really, other than maybe a Gvardiol. So I think his leadership qualities, on and off the pitch, he's a popular guy. He's not going to play as much maybe next season as we thought, but I think age 30, Bernardo Silva to be the captain of Manchester City, I think is probably not a bad choice. And you were saying Rodri, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I would have probably had Rodri, but I mean, you made the great point.
Yeah.
He didn't go through last season with the team, and
he didn't experience those kind of like bad experiences. So,
and I feel like that will improve the position as captain a lot if that person.
I don't. Exactly. And I feel like you need maybe a Rodri to come in a year or two to take over from Bernardo. I'd like to see.
Well, the other thing to take from Bernardo being captain is it probably means he's staying as well.
Right, Alex, it's me leading currently on the quiz, I believe. 7-5, is it? Something like that? I got 3 and then 4. And you got 2 and then 3.
2 and then 3, yeah.
So it's 7-5 to me on the quiz currently. And you've got me a quiz.
I've got you a quiz for today.
Okay.
So we'll start off with question 1. Rico Lewis got sent off today.
Yeah.
But how many red cards did Manchester City get in the Premier League this season, last season, whatever you want to call it?
Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? Not that many spring to mind.
No, I had to look for all the games because there's a lot of games where I just couldn't remember if we had. But
how many games? I'm going to go 1.
You're wrong. It's 2.
2.
Which were you thinking of the Kovacic one?
To be fair, I couldn't really. I just said 1.
Fair enough. Yeah, so it's Kovacic against Bournemouth when he got that red card, and Rico Lewis at Crystal Palace when he got that second yellow card.
I knew Rico Lewis had been sent off, but it's Kovacic.
Yeah, so.
I didn't think of Kovacic. Yeah.
It's a hard quiz by this one. I've made it a bit harder.
He's trying to claw back points. He's fine, guys. I'll just ruin him next week.
Foden bagged a goal and an assist today. How many goal contributions did he get last season? I'll give you...
In the Premier League or?
In all competitions. And I'll give you 3 either way.
3 either way. How many goal contributions did he get? You give me 3 either way, and I think he got 14.
You're very close. You got 15.
Oh, I'll take the point.
So
Thank you.
You have managed a point there.
Yeah.
This one, obviously it's Club World Cup right now. We're here.
How many goals and assists? What was the breakdown, by the way?
It's 10 goals, 5 assists.
Okay. Yeah.
So already on 2 for this season. It's obviously the Club World Cup right now. It's been going on for a little while. Started on technically Saturday night. How many goals have been scored in the Club World Cup in total so far? This is obviously cut-off point is our game.
So
you get 5 either way.
You have to tell me how many games.
Yes, I'll quickly get that now. So there's been 1 game today. Then there was 4, so that's 5. There was another 3, so that's 8. Plus 4, that's 12. And then 1 other one. So that's 13.
13 games.
13 games. I'll give you 5 goals either way.
So I'd say on average per game, there's usually... I know there's been a couple of 0-0s. For example, today it's been 2-0. I think the majority of games have averaged, I'd say, 2 goals. Times 13, but Bayern won 10-0.
They did.
So I'm going to say the average for 12 of the games was 2 to 2.5. So I'll say there's been... I'll go... Wait, what's mine?
You get 5 either way.
I'll go 36.
34.
Oh, I'm actually a joke.
It's a very good guess.
It's a
very good guess.
Easy.
So moving on to the 4th question, he's on 2 out of 3.
I'll take that all day.
The team played today, Wydad Casablanca are from North Africa. Name 5 City players that are African.
Ever. Yaya and Kolo Toure.
He's got
Riyad
2.
Mahrez.
Yeah. He's going to walk this one, no problem.
Ryan Ait-Nouri.
Yeah.
And Ali Benabia.
There you go.
Yeah.
That wasn't
He's
easy,
Algerian, wasn't he? So, yeah, decent.
And now the final.
I could have gone Boney, Wilfred Boney, in case anyone's crying.
Coming to Ziti Nacho. No, I don't think they did. There's loads of Mamouche.
Yeah.
African for days, you fair. On the final one, Doku bagged a goal today. He bagged the second one from a corner. When was the last time Jeremy Doku scored a goal for Manchester City?
When was the last time he scored a goal for City?
This is a difficult one.
Today, mate. He scored a goal for City. Oh, my foot's in it again. Just cut that out. Yeah. Just repeat the question in case my foot was in it.
Yeah. So obviously Jeremy Doku scored the second goal today. He scored from a corner.
Okay.
A very decent finish. When was the last time Jeremy Doku scored for City?
Just told me, mate. Today, off a corner.
Obviously before today.
Okay. He scored. Do you want the exact game?
I want the exact game.
Oh dear.
Ended on a difficult question.
He's not usually been injured in that.
I'll give you a clue because it's a hard one. It was before April.
Before April. Oh dear.
What's the thought process?
Just trying to think of if a goal stands out to me.
I don't think this specific goal would stand out to be honest.
Right, brilliant. I'm just going to say a game before April. I imagine he snuck one in against Salford in the Cup.
You're very close. It was around that time. Ipswich away in the 6-0 win.
I was just basically going for a big scoring game before. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. 3 out of 5.
That's a solid
Takes
score.
me to the double-digit mark in the quiz.
10-5, so I have to go clean sweep.
You'd have to clean sweep it next week to get that.
To manage it. Should we move on to community questions?
Yeah, I've got some community questions. So first off, we have Dylan, and Dylan has asked, where do we think City are going to finish in the Club World Cup? I think we might have had this one before, but given we've just had the game, I think we were talking about this last week, but given we just had the game, we might as well answer it again.
It all depends on where we come. If we come second in the group, we're a bit stiffed.
I think beat Ali and hopefully beat Juventus or draw. The problem is the goal difference is on.
Goal difference doesn't actually matter.
Got 2.
It's goals for that goes for goal difference in this competition.
What?
Which is a mental
thing. That is
mental.
Promoting people scoring a load of goals, I guess.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. So, wait. So
winning 4-3 means more than winning 3-0.
If you get smashed 15-0 twice.
Yeah.
Right. And so does another team.
Yeah.
And then... No. So you've been smashed 15-0 twice.
Yeah.
But no, 15-1 and 15-0. So you've lost the 2 games, 15-0 and 15-1. And there's another team that have lost 1-0 twice.
Then you
draw.
You'd be ahead of them.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. What a stupid rule that is. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Goals for. So we've got 2 goals. It's the same at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to top the group.
I think we will top the group as well.
We do need to score a few against Ali, though, whatever they're called.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see how Juventus get on against them tonight, obviously.
But yeah, we said this last week. I'm under the impression that we'll get through the group. We'll beat...
I think we'll beat Juventus.
Yeah, I think we'll come in the top 4 teams. Semi-final, maybe final.
Yeah, I'd say semi-final. I think maybe if we get a PSG or a Real Madrid, we might get a bit scuppered. But other than that, I think we beat pretty much anyone. So I'll go semi-final.
Yeah, another one it's from Fion, and he's asked who the most underappreciated City player of all time is, and my answer is Fernandinho.
I think that's a great shout.
I think he was just in a team with the likes of KDB, Yaya Toure, David Silva, Aguero, so many good players of that time, and he just didn't quite get the appreciation. I thought he was an unbelievable player. I think about that game, the 2-1 against Liverpool. Unbelievable performance. So many unbelievable performances. Consistency, so good defensively, okay going forward, so strong, fast, and just a beast, basically. Yeah, unbelievable.
You say he was in a team with like David Silva, Aguero, De Bruyne, and all that, and that's why he didn't get recognition.
Yeah.
He also got replaced by Rodri.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
that's true.
We never really missed him because the
crossover
was just seamless.
True. I'd have loved to have had him last season.
He would have been unbelievable. Just the tactical fouls, just knocking about the pitch. Even at like 35, he was still absolutely dominant.
Fernandinho, who's yours?
For me, I'm going to go from a slightly different angle. I'm going to say David Silva. And I don't think he's underappreciated by City fans, because I think a lot of City fans would say he's the greatest ever. Yeah. See, these days maybe De Bruyne, but David Silva's definitely in the conversation. But when it comes to rival Premier League fans, you'd very rarely hear David Silva in the best Premier League midfielder ever category, and he's definitely in there.
So the third and final community question is, how did we get James McAtee on the podcast? Somebody's decided that you look like James McAtee.
I mean, there's better look.
I don't think
McAtee.
That's the biggest look-alike. I think if you were to Google Solly March, the Brighton player,
Solly March is the best one.
That is an unbelievable one. And you know what? I was this close to getting them to meet. We had some mad day about 3-4 months ago at the CFA. We got to play at the CFA, like a little training game, a little bit of a tour. It was cool. We were in this hotel before the Brighton game. The entire Brighton squad walking.
We were just sat there on the sofa, and Fabian Hertzler and
Fabian Hertzler and all them are just knocking around. And I was just praying Solly March comes over so we could get or walks in so we could ask him for a picture for Alex.
But didn't happen.
Obviously, there's a chance Solly March might have asked you for a picture. Obviously, being on this podcast.
It's a huge. I hadn't been on the podcast yet, to be fair.
Yeah,
so.
But still, you've been in like one vlog, so it counts. But yeah, vlogs live as well. You might as well give that a watch.
Go check that out.
See what it's like in an American stadium. Like I said, loads of content coming out. But yeah, we're not. It's not going to be the longest podcast of all time. We've not got actually that much time to film.
Yeah, we've got to head back out. We've got some place we need to be before they shut.
Yeah, loads of stuff to do in America. Like you said, you've listed all the places. Any Americans out here, any City fans that are from England, any City fans, just let us know, and we'll try and see you at the game or whatever. But it's been a mad experience. I think Philadelphia reminds me in little parts a bit of England. Like we walked down that street yesterday that was very English. But yeah, we're going to go see Rocky Steps.
Rocky Steps, all of that, all the traditional tourist stuff.
Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, all of that. And the next time we do a podcast will be after the Juventus game in Orlando, probably. Yeah, so
this is being uploaded. It's going to be the 19th. This is uploaded.
Whatever the day after the game is.
Which is the 19th.
The 19th of June.
So this is going to be uploaded on the 19th. Your next podcast will be coming to
27th of June.
The 27th, the day after the Juventus game.
Yeah.
So we'll have the Al Ain game and the Juventus game.
And the draw. Well, we'll know who we're playing in the next round as well. If Shim will get there.
But yeah, I'm just going to make sure I keep staying hydrated with these ridiculously big water bottles.
Yeah.
I'll try not to get absolutely rinsed for food like we are doing. But it's been a sick experience to be up to now. So much more to go.
We're only on day 4.
And make sure, like we said, leave a comment with your thoughts on the game, on America, on whatever we've yapped about in this podcast, basically.
Yeah.
But a big win, 2-0 to kick us off.
Can't argue with it.
Yeah, new signings looking decent. Yeah, I think that's about as much as we've got to say for this podcast. I've done the foot thing again.
Yeah, you've only just done it. It was right at the end.
Yeah, I think that's about as much as I've got to say, to be honest, for this podcast. I've still got 17 City shirts in that suitcase there to wear. We'll see you in the next one, and up the Blues.
Up the Blues.